And when you look at this weird production, all of a sudden it's just like it's you, it's the narcissist, and someone that they made up sometimes. And somehow they also agree that you're at fault here. It's insane, I know. And sometimes these people aren't even real. It's just like, people think you're a bad person. Really? People? And the reason they do this is just to add more characters to this narrative of theirs that they're trying to create, as if it's the whole world against you and everyone's on the narcissist side. So you better fall in line. It's a bullying tactic, and these people, they're either real or they've been manipulated, or they're just made up people. Justine at the office says, "There's no one named Justine at the office." And because they're just actors, just because they're characters that are designed to triangulate you into feeling more and more like a victim, these characters, it's just like they're perfectly crafted, they're perfectly manipulated to just, regurgitate the narcissist's words, making you feel like you're the unwitting victim in a narcissistic horror film that started off as a wonderful life. And it's so weird, these other supporting characters, because it's like the only people in the narcissist's life are the people that, support them, to support their bad behavior, who enable them. And it's so weird to sit back as the narcissist throws praise on others while being demanding and demeaning to you and ignoring you completely, writing you out of this script altogether. And while you're in this, emotional turmoil, what do? They just seem to have this weird sense of joy, like they're enjoying it. It's this narcissistic orchestra. Man, they like to pretend they're the conductor. They're not the conductor. And what they're doing is they're just orchestrating all this emotional turbulence everywhere, pulling everyone's strings to just these wicked delight. When, they're just pretending. There's no strings. Just narcissists like to make us believe that there are strings and that they're in control of them. That the strings are real and they can control anybody with them. And they can't. And another tactic that narcissists really love to use is just gaslighting. And they're just masters of this deceit, masters of gaslighting. And because they have this weird ability to just shape the reality of your relationship and the relationship with others. And you're in the relationship. You're actually part of this relationship. And yet you feel excluded. It's weird how that happens. And using narcissistic gaslighting, it's just like, they can manage to cast doubt onto everything. They manage to cast doubt on you, on your inner voice. And it feels like, they're taking up space inside your brain like a parasite. And even if they're not in the room, the parasite is inside your brain, still feels like it's there. Even when they're not there, it can feel like they're watching us, they're silently judging us. And what it ends up doing is it just ends up leaving us in this state of just perpetual confusion and just self-doubt. We start to question our own reality, start to question our own thoughts. And if we stay there too long, we'll actually, lose our sanity. Because, they're just such experts at creating all these illusions. And creating all these illusions, it makes you wonder, what's real and what isn't. And through gaslighting, what narcissists can do is they can distort your strengths and bend and twist them somehow into weaknesses. And they can take your compassion, all this compassion that you have, and make you feel like you're just naive, just full of naivete. And they do it all by just maintaining this facade that they're still the ones in control.